Take 538. Hi everybody, welcome to Thank God It's Finished. I am Erin, or Gimme Yarn 418, here to share with you what I have been working on this week. I will be sharing this week finished objects, works in progress, and what I have up next, as well as an announcement about a Google Hangout. Introductions will wait till next week because we've only had a few and I have a limited amount of time to do this in. So the first two finished objects I no longer have with me, but I do have photos. I will insert a photo of those here. As always, links can be found on my Ravelry page, which will be in the description box below. The Grumposaurus I knit out of, what did I knit that out of? Knit Picks palette held double on a size 3 needle. He's really cute. I would never knit him again. He hurt my hands so badly. His little feet and legs, they took forever. They didn't take forever, but they were a lot of stitches into one stitch and a lot of knit threes together and stuff. And the Barley hat was a free pattern from Tin Can Knits. And that was easy and fun, and that yarn was really a lot of fun to work with. I think it was called Ella Ray Seasons. I made that hat for one of our mail carriers. And she liked it. So, what do I have next? Last Friday, after I recorded, I started knitting and crocheting some ornaments, so I will show you those now. The first is a little crocheted snowman. I'm not altogether pleased with him. Looks a little wonky, but he's cute. Go towards my goals. Then I knit Gnome is Where the Heart Is, which is a pay-for pattern on Ravelry. Oops. There's also a little knitted heart that goes with this that I did not knit. And I knit a little penguin ornament. Oh, he's so cute. He was really fun. I think I'm probably going to make him again. I'm actually probably going to make the gnome again, too. So that's cute. After that, I started playing around with my Addy, and I was trying to think of different things I could do to Addy hats to make them more interesting. So I found a bunch of applique patterns on Ravelry, like a little car. These were all free, I believe. I made a whole bunch of them. A little elephant. I won't show you the ones that I've put on hats. So those are the ones I found. I found a bat symbol one for Batman, and I will show you those now. The first one's a Batman hat, and it's just a basic hat with a little pom-pom and a car hat. The striped hats are all made out of my scrap yarn. I love this one. It's a little owl hat. I love the colors. The earthy colors. And then a hedgehog hat. This was actually a pattern that, it said it was a coaster, but I think it works really well on the hat. So that was fun, and I am hoping to make some more of those. And the last thing I finished was the owl afghan, the owl baby blanket, which I did end up ripping. I tried blocking it to get rid of the wave and it didn't work. And then I went down 3 hook sizes to crochet the edge on it. And here it is. Measures about 30 inches by 30 inches. The one in the pattern measured like 24 by 26. So I don't know that I would do crocheting like this again. Carrying the bobbins on the back and then the yarn peeking through really didn't work well with my crafty OCD. So yeah, those are all my finished objects. Check off! I don't have any pages to turn. I know some of you like when I turn the page. Next we have works in progress. One work in progress that I said last week that I was going to finish last week. I didn't finish last week, were my opal socks. I did finish one sock, and this morning I cast on the second one. These will be for Kristen. This is just a plain vanilla sock. I did 20 rows of ribbing, fish lips, kiss heel, and I decreased to 14 stitches for the toe because that's how we like them. Oh, excuse me. I have like hiccups, but not hiccups, but not. Anyway, way too much information. The next thing I started working on was from the Topsy Turvy Knits. It's actually the one right on the cover. It is the sheep, not the sheep, the bunny to the lamb. And I am using some I Love This yarn in the color Ivory, left over from a project, and then some Knit Picks, pink and gray. I don't know what their real colors are. I did the body for the rabbit, which, ooh, color is really washing it out. I striped it pink and ivory. I made the little head. I made the tail. And I think I am like 10 rows into the ear. So that'll probably be finished next week. Maybe, I think. We'll see. I have some order things I need to get done. And the final work in progress I have, is it really only? Yeah. Oh, I'm working on some stuffed, some amigurumi ballerina dolls too, but they're tucked way away, so I'll show you those next week. The final thing I'm working on is called TVG, or High Speed Knitting. It's a pay-for pattern on Ravelry. And I'm knitting it out of the yarn I showed you last week, which is another Crafty Girl in the Gonzo colorway. I'll show you the tag even though it's going to be backwards. It's anothercraftygirl.com if you want to find it, and this was gifted to me. I'm hoping I'm not in the middle of a row. Good, I'm not. So how this pattern works is you work until you've done 50% of the ball, and then you do the edging. And I have just finished 50% of the ball, and I love the fabric that's coming out. I don't know if you can see the sparkle in this. I can't. Can you see? Yeah, see the shimmer? Just it's kind of slight, but I like it. It's a lot of fun. It's very mindless and very meditative. You know how sometimes when you're just knitting, just all knit stitches, because this is a garter right now, it's boring? That's not how it's been for me. I've felt a little bit burnt out in my knitting and crocheting, and this just kind of centered me. It just brought me home so that I could just enjoy it, and one stitch at a time, and then before I knew it, it was halfway done. And this was the perfect palette cleanse for me to kind of just relax and say, I knit and I crochet because I enjoy it, not because I have to. So this is half of the ball, this is the other half of the ball, and this might be finished next week. It might not, it depends. I'm just really going to enjoy every stitch of this project. So that is all for my works in progress. Up next, I only have one thing on the list, and that is I have to crochet 2 of the owls I showed you last week. The Nelson, I think it's called Nelson, from Fresh Stitches, for a friend of mine. And after that, more socks. Lots and lots more socks. Ooh. Along the same vein of just trying to enjoy my knitting and crocheting, I have this skein of Unwind Yarn Company Expedition Sport. It's a superwash merino sock. There's 274 yards, and the colorway is brilliantly bold. And this is the next pair of socks I'm going to make. I'm going to, I think, split this ball in 2 and knit them from the toe up, and they'll be for myself, which is fine because my feet, I only wear a 5, so I shouldn't need more than 274 yards of a sport. So that's what's going to be next. And these are probably just going to be plain vanilla socks, maybe a rib up the front or something. Nothing fancy. I'm trying to keep it simple. You know that saying, keep it simple, stupid? I think that's what I need to do. And now that I said that's all that I have that I want to do next, I also want to start a sweater, and I have the yarn for the stroker sweater and for the hero sweater, and I think the sweater I'm going to choose is the hero. I'm 99.9% sure that's what I'm going to choose, but we'll see what happens. So that's all I have for today. Oh, the Hangout. We will be having a Google Hangout tomorrow at 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I will post a link in the description below when it goes live, and also over on the Ravelry page. Check either of those places and you just click it and you can join. The one rule of thumb is you're only welcome, well, there's two rules. You need to have a set of headphones with a microphone to join the Hangout so that there's not a ton of feedback and people can enjoy themselves and hear what everybody else is saying. And the second thing is that you need to introduce yourself or you will be removed from the group when you come in. Yeah, we've had some lurkers, shall we say, in the past, and I just remove them. So if you're meant to be there, just introduce yourself and come join the chat. We'll have a good time. We can have up to 10 people there. We've got a pretty good group going so far. So hope everybody's doing well. I'm sorry I'm not quite as bubbly as I usually am, but this was, as I said, many takes into this because puppies were not cooperating. So hope everybody's doing well, and until next time, I'll talk to you later. Bye.